and Diamonds, and to non-league football, well, it's just breathtaking, really, isn't it? One day this team will be a league side. I've absolutely no doubts about that.
Hello, how are you? And welcome to another episode of AFC Rushden and Diamonds, or the lower league journey with AFC Rushden and Diamonds. I am John, aka Old Man Suda. Great to have you back. It's the start of season 3. Season 3. Find ourselves in the Vanarmma National League North. Obviously, if you didn't see last season, we had a great season. Got to the playoffs in the Evo Sticks Premier South and won that. Got the promotion. And we've had some big news sort of happen over the last bit. So as you can see, we're playing. I'll quickly run through it if you haven't seen the last episode. The big news was we've got a new stadium being built because our stadium doesn't meet the requirements to go into this league. So while that new stadium is being built, we're moved to Bedford in the new area, which is where Bedford Town play. So we're ground sharing with them for now. And obviously we're moving into if I go to the facilities, you'll see we're moving into the Dale Roberts Stadium on the 22nd of the 6th, 2021. So about 2 years' time. Obviously, like I said, or 2 seasons' time, I should say. Massive deal for us, obviously, getting our own stadium. Fantastically, it's named after the club legend Dale Roberts, like who I said before, if you don't know, is a goalie who passed away, and he passed away, I think it was 2010 or 2011. But he's a massive fan favourite. If you remember at the beginning of the series, I told you about how in real life AFC Rushden and Diamonds, and I think Rushden and Diamonds did it while they were around still for 1 or 2 more seasons, have hung up or retired the number 1 shirt in memory of Dale Roberts. You know, he was a massive fan favourite, and you know, this might sound silly, but the only way I could probably make people understand is this would be the same as if Liverpool were to build a new stadium and name it the Steven Gerrard Stadium. It's, you know, it's that sort of thing. He was that bigger fan favourite. You know, obviously he isn't the greatest goalie in the world or anything like that. He wasn't, but he was a big fan favourite, and the people loved him, and the fans loved him, and you know, it's just a nice little story that the game's done there. Personally, that's what I mean. That's why I'm happy about it. I mean, he had a stand named after him at Nem Park, which was the original home of Rushden and Diamonds. As well, it used to be called the Paul de Banks Terrace, if I remember rightly, and then it got turned into the Dale Roberts Terrace. And it was the one sort of the home fans behind the goal stand, if I remember rightly. So you know, it was a big deal, and I just wanted to reiterate that again. So that's fantastic. We've got the new stadium being built. We moved to Bedford. You know, we've had some like good sponsorship deals, that sort of stuff, and things have gone really well for us so far. Obviously, with it being a brand new season, it means that we have brought in some new people, and as you can see, for some reason it doesn't show people have gone, but they have, because I've let people go. So I'm not quite sure why it's not showing that, but we'll wait and see. And by the way, if you've noticed this, I got a mic stand. So actually, before I do anything else, let me know in the comments, please, and I'm asking you, pretty please comment and let me know what my audio is like, because I've got this mic stand, I've got the mic set up with the pop filter, I'm playing around with some settings, and it's really hard to judge yourself on, because I mean, I hate hearing myself at the best of times. It'd be great to hear from you guys what you guys think. But yeah, we've brought one player, and we brought in a lot of people on free. So the first guy we got in was Ryan Young. Right back, as you might have remembered, Chris Harris got injured at the end of the last season. He's out for the whole season. We needed some more cover. Coulson's good, but he's only he's not brilliant. He is good, but we wanted some more cover. This guy came in. Looks like he could be really good. He's 2.5 star at the moment. Potential to be maybe a 4.5 star. Got some nice little average. Quite quick down the line. I thought he'd be a good sort of player to bring in as cover out on the right midfield. So that's the first guy, Ryan Young. As you can see, I mean, he was at Stafford Walden before that. He's started at QPR and then moved sort of around the leagues and everything like that. I don't know if it will be him or Coulson who plays mostly this season at the moment, but yeah, I think he'll do alright. The next guy we got in was Remy Gordon, and again, we needed some cover on the left. Hoban is good. He's a great player. He's done fantastic for us all season long, or all the last 2 seasons. But we needed cover out there. We had, obviously, Rushden on loan last season for some of it to help cover it, but we didn't that. So I wanted to get another player in. So we got this guy in. He's probably not going to improve anything, but I think overall he's not a bad player. He's a guy you can put in there. You know he'll do a decent job. He's pretty good sort of defensively as well as going forward. So I think he's nothing amazing in this area or that area, but I think overall he'll just be a solid left midfielder who can do a job for us when him as we need him to. Well, that's my thinking about it. This guy here though is the guy I'm thinking could be a big player for us. Greg Tempest. Looks fantastic. I mean, to be honest, I'd say he's probably too good for the league we're in, and you probably could do with going up a league or two. Looks absolutely fantastic. Can play in the centre or out on the left. He's more of a winger, but he can play in the centre. So he gives us a little bit of cover for the centre, and you'll see why in a minute when I talk about tactics. Why I want a little bit more cover for the centre, but also he can come out on this left if we need him to. And overall, as you can see with his stats, he's very good. He's got a lot of 10s, 11s, 8s, and 9s, whereas some of our players will have some 10s or 8s or 9s or whatever, but then the rest of them will be like 4s and 5s. So this guy's like mostly 8, 9s with a couple of 6s and 7s. So overall, I just felt he's a great player to have, and he could do us a really, really good job. And that's my thinking about it. So he can play, like I say, he'll play over there or in the middle. Either way, it's not so natural in the middle, but he's got all the attributes to be natural in the middle if you want to. He's got good heading, good first touching, good marking. So he'd actually make quite a good sort of defensive central midfielder. I wouldn't say put him back here in the defensive midfield, but I think if you played him there as like a ball-winning midfielder or something like that, he would do really well for you, because I think he's the sort of player who could break up the play, whip in a good pass or something like that. But he's passing 11, he could really do, especially on like a counter attack or something like that. And that is pretty much what I'm thinking anyway. It's got 2 negatives. What's his negatives? Recognise he may lack support as a result of not being of any. It's just because he's new, basically. Right. So he's like our sort of big sign. Cost us 3.5k from Whiteleaf. We spent a tiny bit of money on him. We tried not to spend too much, but I thought he was too good to pass up on, basically. Next guy we got in is a goalie. He's a regen. Named Les Pattermore. We needed, obviously Buffon went left sort of towards the end of last season, so we needed another reserve goalie, and this guy came in and looks like he could be decent enough to do a job for us when we want. He's only 18 years old as well, so a couple of games he could become a really good player. Looks a bit scary. His eyes look scary. I don't know why, but yeah, he's again, maybe not nothing special, but he's not very eccentric, which is quite nice. His one-on-ones is a bit terrible, but he's got good reflexes, pretty good rushing out, and obviously he's only 18, so a lot of these could still improve. But yeah, he's our backup goalie for this season. The next guy brought in was Ben George, a right back who I don't know if he's going to be any good or not. Looking at his stats, I thought he could be quite good for us. 25 years old, and he's only got a 2-star, but I just felt he could be a decent player for us. We need some cover on the right back. We've only got O'Brien who can play there. We had Connor, obviously, who was last season, who came in on loan. But yeah, this guy, I thought he could maybe help Jack O'Brien, give him a bit of competition, and it'll be a good covering sort of right back for us. But then I found this guy, and he is 30 years old. He is a centre back, but he can play out on the right, and he is more of a right back. It says here more natural. Again, I found him afterwards, and I was like, do you know what? We might as well get him, because he's versatile. He can play in the centre. He can play out on the right. 4-star or 3.5-star player. 30 years old. He's not going to be around for many more seasons, but we let in a lot of goals last season. Some of that was probably down to the tactics we were playing. We were playing that long ball sort of style, but I just felt he was too good an opportunity to pass up. So yeah, we'll see how he gets on as well. Matthew Flynn, they're probably going to be our starting right back for the time being. I just feel he's too good. He's a bit more versatile as well. And that's the guys we've brought in so far. I do still want to bring 1 or 2 more players in, because if you look at the team report, we could probably still do. I want a defensive midfielder. I feel we're going to have to play a bit more defensive this time round. We're going to have to maybe swap our tactics, because really what I would like to play is this. But the only guy we've got is Pierce, who can play really there, and he's not. If I show you where is he? Dan Pierce. He's suspended today, but if I show you what I mean, he's sort of reasonably good there. It's not a natural position for him, so I really would like a natural defensive midfielder. And by God, is it hard to find a natural defensive midfielder in this sort of league area that's a half decent player. So that is my thinking about it, and I think it will work out eventually. It's just finding it. As you can see, I've got Andy Tannoy. You might remember him actually. He was it's the Andy Tannoy who, you remember if you ever watched the Dr. Benji, I think it was the Salford save he had him on. He was the one, he had a funny voice and called him Andy Tannoy, as in, you know, microphone on the station or on a train station sort of style thing, and that. But we're not actually going to keep him. I don't feel he's good enough. A couple of his stats are pretty good, but overall I just didn't think he was going to be good enough for us. So sorry, Andy, about that one, but you probably won't be staying with us. But yeah, I'd like to bring a defensive midfielder in, like I said, for to help with Dan Pearce there, and though we can play this sort of counter-attacking if need be when we come up against some of the more difficult sides, which, like today, we are got a difficult team. We've got FC United, who I think are a good side, but there's some really good sides in our league. Again, if I go back down to it, and then if I go, especially if I go, and I'll show you the stage bit. Where is it? It's the season preview, and as you can see, we're predicted to finish bottom. I mean, they're saying we're basically going to not do well, but you've got like Harrogate, Kidderminster, Macclesfield, FC United, Solihull, and Halifax, Chester. You know, some of these are really decent sides for this league, and are going to be really difficult to beat. So I feel we need to make a change in tactics, and I'm also changing a few other bits, like how we do it and everything. So as you can see, we're playing a bit more, trying to pass it around a little bit more. We're not just pumping it into the box and hoping that Sheriff uses his speed, as I didn't really want to do that. Undo that. There you go. Yeah, and so that's what we're hoping anyway. We'll see how it goes. I think we'll be fine, personally, but we'll see how it goes. I want Cedric on there, not Taylor. Cedric, there we go. I'm actually completely messing it up. So that's sort of what we've done team-wise. Finances are looking pretty good, as you can see. 342 even, not 34, 342,000 in the bank. The board put quite a bit of money in. They've put about 140k in. I am worried that we are going to be losing money. I mean, it says here wage budget. I'm trying to get the wage budget down, so if I do bring anyone in, it will probably be loans that we don't have to repay any money to. I'm trying to keep all the money down as much as possible, but I've got a funny feeling we're going to start losing a little bit of money because we've got the new stadium being built, we've got the youth facilities being built. But if we can just consolidate and sort all this out over the next season or two, it will work out in the long run, I'm sure. So hopefully we won't lose too much. But yeah, we are going to be spending a little bit of money, unfortunately. So money's going to be a bit of an issue overall. And I think that's about it. Dynamics is looking reasonably good. As you can see, things are picking up a little bit for us as we start the new season. Ben Ford says he needs to leave. Has he already left? No, he hasn't yet. But yeah, I've let a couple of players go. Like I let Outland go, and I let Dolman go, the central defender. They just weren't playing anymore, so no point keeping them around. Unfortunately, it didn't show it on there. And I think that is it. I can't think of anything. As I can say, we've had some friendlies. They've gone mixed. We played QPR and Hull. We lost quite bad, as you would expect, to be honest, against teams in the sort of Championship and Premiership area. We're not going to particularly be beating them. So we lost 4-1 and 3-0. We then drew against Enfield. We drew against East Farrow, and we beat Greenwich 3-2. And obviously today we have FC United in the first game of the season. That's the other last thing as well. Staff. We have brought some staff in. We've brought in quite a bit of staff actually. If I go to transfers again and go to, where are you? It's somewhere. It's transfer history. That's what I'm looking at. If I go to staff, you can see here we brought in some new physios. We let the 2 physios go. We brought in 2 new physios. Miles Ward, who's got a physiotherapy of 12, adaptation of 19, so he's a lot better than the last physio we had, which was Alan Hayes, who you can see here had a physiotherapy of 5. Better on his mentals, but was not very good with his physiotherapy, so I don't know if I've done the right thing there or not. We also brought in Luke Powell. As you can see, overall he looks like a reasonably good physiotherapist and should do a reasonably good job for us. He's coming as the head physio, and as you can see, he's a lot better than this guy overall. I feel so. Yeah, I think we've done some pretty good jobs there. We've kept the rest of our sort of staff and everything like that. As you can see, we've pretty much got one of the best lots of staff in the league. Probably our physiotherapy. We could do. I honestly think we could do one more physio or a sports scientist, but we've only allowed two staff members at the moment, so that's always going to be, I think, a little bit lower. But we are on the higher point of this physiotherapy, which means that if our players do get injured, they should come back reasonably quick compared to, say, some of the lower teams that are down there, hopefully. And that's pretty much it. So overall, I'm really happy with the business we've done. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys, if there's anyone else you think I should have tried signing, or if I've made any mistakes, or you feel that I should do anything better. But apart from that, we're going to get straight into the game. And obviously, like I said, we've got FC United today. Everyone else has played, actually, before I show it. So as you can see, everyone else has played apart from us. And yeah, I mean, what can you say about that? It's too hard really to mention anything, isn't it? At the moment, it's going to be the first game of the season. This is going to be a tough game. It's obviously going to be a game that we probably, you would say, you wouldn't think we'd win, really. I'm actually going to make one change, I think. Where is it? I'm not going to have Rhett Gordon on. I'm going to start. Where are you, Hoban? There we go. I'm going to start Hoban. He's been fantastic. Young, we're going to give a game. Kay is in the middle with Tempest, with Cedric and Sheriff up front. Like I said, overall, we probably haven't got the strongest side, and I'm just hoping we can. This is all about just surviving and sorting ourselves out this season. So we'll see how we get on. And we'll get straight into it, because otherwise I will be waffling on for so long it will be absolutely crazy. Still can't give squad numbers, because like I said, I will do like AFC Diamonds have done in real life. I would not give him the number 1 to Dan Thomas. I would retire that number, but it doesn't let me pick numbers at the moment, so we can't. Right, we'll apply the advice, put him onto weak foot. We'll also put this striker, we'll put all the strikers onto weak foot, and I'll just do what I usually do, like I did last season, I guess, and just see how it goes to start off with. Like I said, I think this is going to be a really tough game for us. If we can get a win, fantastic, brilliant, but it's going to be tough. We've got nothing to lose here. Go out there, want to listen cleanly, give them a passionate talk quickly, and then we'll get into the game, because like I said, this episode's going to go on for ages otherwise, because I've waffled on. I've just spoken, talked about stuff I've probably already talked about quite a bit. But we'll get into the game. We're in the white. FC United obviously in the red. And yeah, I expect this to be a really tough game for us, but we can get something. I feel we can get something out of it. I feel like we can at least get a win, if not anything, if not a draw or that. We've got the players and everything like that. As 40 minutes gone, and I mean, it's been pretty an even game so far. 20 minutes gone and nothing's happening at all. There's not even been a highlight yet. As FC United have had a few shots, we've had a couple of shots as well after 30 minutes. They've only had one on target, we've had none. Possession seems to be in our favour, which is good. Now there's a highlight. Thomas, though, boots it out as he tries to find Cedric, and he can't. But Flynn kits it and puts a long ball into Sheriff. Sheriff now can use his speed. Cedric's going to get in there, Cedric. 1-0, AFC Diamonds. You beauty. Sheriff and Cedric, as per usual, linking up. They've been doing it for 2 seasons now, and I've just absolutely found Sheriff there. I mean, great tackle there, but unfortunately, Cedric was just a quicker player, and we go 1-0 up after 32 minutes. Get in there. Absolutely fantastic. That is what we wanted. Cedric gets a yellow card. Obviously, we've got to be a bit careful, though. We'll make that change because they could come back. But we've got a chance maybe here. Sheriff then puts it into Hoban. Hoban gives it to Kay. Kay can take a shot, and that's the second goal. Get in there. Kay with number 2. I mean, it was a pretty nice little worked goal. He had a bit of room, and he could just slide it into the bottom left-hand corner, couldn't he, really? I mean, there, Sheriff there, gets it out to Hoban. Hoban then can give it to Kay, and Kay's got so much room, he can take a few steps forward and place his shot. Get in there. So, 2-0 up at half-time. Absolutely fantastic. Now, if you remember last season, we dropped off a lot of the time after half-time, so really, we don't really want that. We're going to have to say, so we're going to say calmly, I'm very happy, keep it going, lads. Everyone looks happy, everyone looks reasonably fit. No one's playing massively bad. Ryan Young's not playing brilliant, and Sharif's not playing brilliant. So we'll maybe keep an eye on them guys. But everyone else, I feel, is playing pretty well. So we'll just carry on for now. And excuse me. As Warren Ward now. Is this going to be a highlight for the beginning of the half? It is. Alright, cool. But yeah, overall, it's been, you look at the stats, I would say it's been a really even game. We've just been quite fortunate and we've taken our chances and scored two, the 2 on target we've had have been in the net. As Adam Kay's been injured, which is not good news for us. Our midfielders are absolutely getting destroyed at the moment. And have we got anyone that can go on? No. Oh dear. Oh. Will that work? Not really. Oh. Right. What can we do? What can we do? I was going to try and bring on. Was it Gordon? Yeah, it was. But he can't play there. Who could play there? Who's the best player to put there? Adam Kay. I'll swap him back over. Go that way. There we go. Yeah, that'll do it. Alright, let's go back. Kay there. Is anyone who can play midfield for us? I've made a mistake. And actually, Flynn could play there. He wasn't brilliant though, was he? No, not really. Oh god. Yeah, we'll put Flynn there and bring O'Brien on. Flynn wasn't great in that position, but maybe he'll just do us a good job for now. I think that's all we can do. Oh, I've made such a mistake. Oh, why didn't I put a midfield centre on? I've got two defenders on. Oh, I had 3 defenders on the bench. Why did I have 3 defenders on the bench? Oh no, I've made a big mistake. Right, we'll do that. Oh no. That's really going to affect us, isn't it? As Cedric's now been injured, so we're going to have to take Cedric off. And I haven't even got a striker on the bench. Did I think I was going to have 7, and I've only got... Oh. Damn it. Right, what can we do here? Oh, sugar. Alright, we'll bring Blaze Punter on, and I'll quickly go to the tactics and we'll change it to Punter going back here, Sheriff up there, and we'll just go quite defensive 20 minutes and see how that goes. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I am an absolute idiot and didn't look at the subs. 75 minutes gone. Sorry guys, that probably went all a bit quiet and a bit weird. 10 minutes left and we're going to just go defensive, try and shut up shop for the last 5-10 minutes, win this 2-0. 87, 88, 89, 90th minute. It looks like we are going to win it. There's a couple of minutes of extra time left to go as they have a chance maybe, and can we just hold out? A great tackle there and Flynn clears the ball and surely that's it. Sheriff picks it up and just can't hold it up. He gives it to Hoban, who gives it to Tempest. Tempest now brings it forward, knocks it back to Warren. Warren with a long ball, and let Sheriff catch it. And that's it, guys. We win 2-0 in our first game in the Vanarmma North. Sorry for that when I try to sort stuff out. That was absolutely rubbish of me. I'm a bad manager, really, and I passionately, or I say, I'm proud of your performance. No one gets a chance. Well done. But that was fantastic. They played really well. I was really pleased with them. We're up to 4th, yay! After 1 game. Right, how long's Kay been injured for? That's the question. 4 weeks to 2 months. That's what? 4 to 5 weeks basically. He's out. Cedric's out for 2 to 3 weeks, which is not good. As you can see, we're getting a few injuries here, which is not great news for us. And they're all out for a couple of weeks. Young makes debut. Kay inspires our win. And who was that spotted and who's he looking at? He was looking at Hoban for some reason. Right, guys. When are we going to come back? I guess that's the question we all want to know. We're going to come back for... When are we going to come back? Do you know what? We'll come back for the Kidderminster game. Just because I feel I'll get a couple of... no, we'll play a little bit longer than that, actually. Who are we going to come back for? Should we make it? We'll make it quite a long one actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is 8 games too long? Between games? I was going to come back for the Chester one. No, because we've got the Kettering one there, haven't we? Then we'll come back for. I tell you, we'll come back for the Southport game. Yeah, we'll come back for the Southport game here. I think that'll be a good one. Hopefully, we'll have a couple of wins by then. Because we'll come back for Southport, and then that leaves us a good little gap to come back for the Kettering game. So that'll be probably just about right, I would say. Right, guys. Yeah, like I said, hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, please drop a like or sub even better to me. That'd be absolutely amazing. I'm almost at 130, looking to try and hit 150. Hopefully by the end of February. That would be that's my goal anyway. So if you do like it, hit those thumbs up. If you're enjoying the series, hit the subscribe button and find out. You'll get notifications then if you hit the subscribe button, or it'll tell you when I've got new videos out. Basically, what else is there to say? Oh yes, tonight I've got another series starting. That's going to run sort of along with this one. This one takes priority, but there's going to be another series I'm doing called. What's it going to be called again? Oh, I can't remember now. Learning a Nation. It's a bit sort of like, you get the series called Building a Nation, where you go to a nation and you try and build up the teams around it and all the players and make them as good as possible so they can win World Cups and that sort of stuff, as well as you do well in the league. Learning the Nation, my one is we're going to go to these countries and we're just going to spend like maybe 2 seasons or so and learn about them. So first country we're going to is China. So we're going to learn a bit about China maybe over a season or 2. Those episodes, or the start of that series, is coming out tomorrow, hopefully. So do come and watch that. And that's it, guys. That's all I'm going to say. Follow me on Twitter as well before I forget. And I will see you for the next episode. Bye for now.